Alrighty then, Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus, Episode 771, Switching Genres. I'm looking at all sleepy. Switching genres. When do you move on from that first genre you wrote in? Is it right away? Is it later? How long do you stay in one genre? I say it's long enough to determine whether you're getting traction or not, and long enough to determine if you're comfortable writing in that genre. Maybe it seemed attractive at first, but writing in it is like crawling through broken glass. I'd much rather write this. And then you write it, and you feel, hey, I am comfortable writing this. I can really explore my creative nature and get better stories out there. Great. Switch genres. Don't be afraid to. If you've gotten a lot of traction in one genre and you move on, understand that you're going to start over to a certain extent. You won't start over completely at zero. However, you'll start over. And you have to rebuild that foundation and your readership. It all goes to building readership. And this is how you know you've got traction. As you have more and more people coming on board to read the next book, which is a great thing. That's always what you're looking for. It's not, hey, look at how many people read this book. That's cool, but it's how many people are reading the next book. That's career defining. So, genre, what is the right genre for you? So how do you open that new door when you determine that you want to write a new genre? Well, social media is a great place to float the idea of, hey, I'm thinking about writing a prison romance. I'm thinking about writing a rom-com set in Alaska. I would never do that. All right, all kinds of opportunities out there, and you can throw out some snippets because if you're thinking of switching genres, you've already had some story ideas. Stuff's in there. Hopefully you captured those and maybe even caught a little couple snippets of dialogue that you see in your mind that you're going to put into the story. Float those. See what the readers think. Unless it's a big reveal, then don't do that. Don't give the big reveal ever. Not in a synopsis, not in the blurb, not in anything. Make the readers read the stuff to get to that denouement. All right. Are you comfortable writing in the new genre? This is important. If you're chasing trends, things that seem good right now but aren't an overall successful genre, then you may have problems. As in, hey, look at this. It's really high now. Let me dive over there and write this. And while you're writing it, that genre starts to taper off because it was just a flash in the pan. You never know until you do it. So, are you more comfortable writing in that new genre? And if you are, well, maybe you are the defining moment in taking that genre to new levels. But maybe you aren't. Maybe you're just chasing a trend. So you got to look deep inside and say, why am I writing this? Are you more comfortable writing in that new genre, or are you chasing the dollars? If you chase dollars, generally you're going to have problems. But if you're writing because you love it in that genre and you own it, you read it, then you're going to see that, hey, maybe this is the right fit for me, where previously I was trying to fit in with people I respected. And that's something that you do. Hey, I read these authors because I love them. And then you start writing that. But maybe that genre doesn't love you. So it becomes too hard. So what do you like writing? I've written a lot of science fiction books. I mean, a lot. And I've got a few more on the table. And then I'm going to move over and probably write more thrillers and some other standalone-ish kind of books. I hope I don't lose readership, but if I do, I'll build new readership. I'm prepared for that. Switching genres. Go into it with your eyes wide open, with intentionality, with an understanding that if you're testing it, test it, see if you're going to like writing in it, and for how long. Because sometimes you love writing it, but you just get burnt out. And then sometimes you have to switch genres just to refresh your brain. It's all good, just understand why. If you're doing it just to chase a trend, it may be problematic, it may be difficult, and you may have problems that are worse than your current problems. How often do you switch genres? If you give it a book or two, and then say, well, this isn't working, I'm going to switch. You're chasing the money, and you may have problems. Chase what you like writing in a genre that the readers like reading. This is the big crossover in that Venn diagram where everybody wins. All right? Write what you like, but in a genre that you like. And there you go. Peace, fellow humans.